Pilots has been that band I've been interested in. How ambitious it was. So I was really interested when they announced Scaled and Icy. I thought it was gonna be have more of that Fantasyland vibe, especially with the dragon on the cover. It feels like a soundtrack. I'm just waiting for the next Trench. Like I was expecting this to be like a Trench 2, and it wasn't. They say because there's nothing here that's breaking out. It feels like they took a step back and jumped back to when they started. Fell flat. I admit I was wrong. Scaled and Icy isn't a bad album. It's not an okay album. It's a decent album. Work was put into it. I'm not gonna sit here and break down every song and what I said about it and say, oh well, I really mean this. It's sometimes you hear an album and you think one thing. You review it. And then one song off the album hits you while you're listening to, you put you through uh, mix or on Spotify. I think it was Redecorate. I heard, and I was like, it's not a bad song. I know it off put some people. I know I said in my review it reminds me a lot of their first album, and that it was a step back. That it wasn't Trench 2. I use a lot of words like expected, wanted, uh, supposed to be. I think it was more of my connection with Trench, how much I like Trench, how much of an album, decent or a great album it is, that I tried comparing Skilled and Icy to Trench, and not comparing Skilled and Icy to itself. And in interviews, they're saying they didn't want to show the doom and gloom that Trench 2 that Trench or Trench 2 could or will have. And I think it's kind of what informed my review of it. Also adding in that generally I don't watch reviews till after I've reviewed an album, and I think this is the one where I just happened to hear one review of it, and I think that kind of interested me. But it's not a bad album. There's great songs here. Shy Away, Level of Concern, uh, Bounce, Redecorate, Mulberry Street, and the many other songs. Saturday are all great songs. Like I said, it's a summer album. Yeah, it is. I will play this at a cookout. It's not a bad album. It has its points. It has its great points. Are there okay songs on here, or like songs I can just skip? Yeah, I think there's at least one. And just people want good album after good album after good album. I'm gonna use the MCU as a comparison. Iron Man came out. It's a great movie. Iron Man 2 came out. It was a decent movie. Thor came out. Another decent movie. America came out, and that was a great movie. And then you had Avengers, and then you had Iron Man 3 and Iron Man 2, Captain America 2, Guardians of the Galaxy. And is there any other movies that I probably skipped? But comparing that, people still enjoy those movies, even though they're not great movies. Even if you don't like Iron Man 3 for it being a plot twist, the Mandarin not being there, that people expect great things after great things. That when something comes out that's great, but not as great as the last great thing, I think they kind of miss the point, and they have lower expectations. So here's kind of like it's a small video for this week, but next week I got some really fun planned. I just wanted to kind of say uh, that some albums you might think are bad. Sometimes they might be bad. It's just that sometimes we expect more out of something that we kind of miss over the goodness of that thing. So, I don't know. Just a short video, short rant, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check out my content, check out my music reviews. They're all up. And I will see you all next week.